I like it when the campus comes together, and that's what I want to memorialize. I want to memorialize campus coming together as one student body in the face of this great tragedy.
You want a memorial for unity.
Yes, exactly.
Because unity died on September 10th, not Charlie Kirk.
Yes.
I'm here to stop us from celebrating his harm, his hate speech, the things that he promoted, the violence. We don't want violence. The violence that happened to him is horrible.
A memorial is very much not a celebration.
We don't want to honor.
We don't want to honor.
Any
a memorial
of the things
for
that he
Charlie
said.
Kirk will necessarily memorialize him as a person and all the things that he stood
Yes.
for.
We should. He was murdered
things
here.
he stood for
So
were
we
great.
should memorialize everyone who was murdered?
We should
know.
Anyone who was murdered on this
somebody-
campus, we should memorialize them.
Yes.
So all of the gun violence victims?
So every gun violence victim that's happened on this
Please
campus,
list
because
all
our-
of the people who have been
our
killed at
campus
UVU.
has per the survey,
I don't
had
think-
three
I don't think we need to
separate,
memorialize every single
counts of,
person
like,
that's been
sexual
murdered
assault and everything.
on
To
campus.
memorialize those people
We can
too.
give him a grave and people can celebrate him there.
There's only been one.
There was a shooting down over there by the parking lot.
So let's say MLK was killed here. Would you oppose it? Yes or no?
Yeah.
If Martin Luther King Jr. was killed here, would you oppose it?
I think it would be very wise for us to support the things that Martin Luther King stood for: racial freedom, racial equality, rather than worshiping the man.
But would you oppose a memorial here if he was killed here?
So I think you know that we are not opposing an entire memorial, right? We're okay with a memorial. Like we suggest this idea of two benches facing each other, or a table with chairs and a microphone. We're okay with that because that's the gun violence victim.
You're
Because
continuously dodging the question.
No,
would
no.
you oppose MLK's memorial if he was murdered here?
I would oppose something
I would not
celebrating
oppose
an
it. I would.
individual.
Because I
But-
don't
but you would
oppose
oppose
the
Charlie
things that
Kirk.
Martin Luther King stood for.
Yeah, but
Martin
Charlie
Luther
Kirk
King
as
stood
a
for
person.
freedom,
Thank you.
equality.
So you only oppose the memorial here because it's Charlie Kirk and you disagree
Guys,
with
let
him.
me.
You would.
Let's
A
let's
little
just.
bit.
Let's
But that's
just-
because Charlie Kirk
let's
as a
just-
person doesn't stand
let's
for
just-
like
let's
our
just-
us as
hold on.
institutions
I have to say
stand for,
something.
you know?
So you guys, what is it about? I just want one person to answer.
This gathering is about us speaking about how Charlie Kirk as a person, does not value or is involved with the values of our institution. UVU, not us as a people, it's us as a student
Okay.
body, us as a community.
So you don't want the memorial, right?
We don't want a Charlie Kirk memorial.
But
we would be fine with a memorial as
okay,
long
okay.
as it memorialized gun violence and stuff, like people who are actual
Okay,
victims.
hear me
The,
out.
the issue
Hear
here
me-
is not gun violence; it is a
Hey,
political murder.
Hear me out.
It
So
is gun violence.
Are you sure? Are you sure? My question to you guys is: are you sure the memorial which is going to be built, it's like a 3D image of Charlie Kirk?
We are not sure. We haven't gotten any communication on what that memorial
So
will
it's
look
just
like
an
and anything.
assumption.
So this is because the main
We don't want that risk to celebrate
yeah.
the man.
Okay,
Charlie
that's
Kirk.
understandable.
Because there's been so much pressure from outside forces of our university, especially with our political figures speaking very heavily in their political bias towards this issue, you know?
Okay, so my question for both the parties. He's just all by himself, and you guys. My question, I did that with him before. What if there is a memorial? There is a memorial.
Yes.
And we guys, as college students, as students of UVU, we have to come on a common ground. Because there are some people who loved him, and there are some people who did not.
Exactly, as
But
we can see,
what,
right?
what do you guys want in the memorial where both the parties are happy, no one is uncomfortable with each other, and no one is uncomfortable with the memorial? So what's something you guys will, where both the parties are happy?
Yeah, I can speak to that.
I want a
somewhat.
very simple answer.
So any memorial that celebrates Charlie Kirk as a person and an individual, we believe will necessarily celebrate the things that he stood for. So an acceptable memorial would be a memorial against violence. We're against violence. We're not going to support a memorial that is celebrating Charlie and the things that he stood for, but something that would, you know,
What about
we've
you?
proposed doing a gun violence victims memorial from perhaps like this year. You know, gun violence is a huge problem in our country, and that's something that sort of both sides can agree is bad.
Okay,
Right.
I agree with you. Now, what do you think? What would be something that you would be comfortable having?
The
We are
issue-
not considering Charlie Kirk 3D model.
The issue here is not gun violence. I don't really care what form the model takes. It just needs to be specifically a Charlie Kirk name memorial. The issue here is not gun violence. The issue here is a political assassination for Charlie Kirk's beliefs.
So, do you guys believe in free
I
speech or
have
something?
a question. How is this not about gun violence? He was shot, was he not?
Yes.
The last thing he talked about was
Was
it
gun
not
violence.
Gun violence?
Yes, and the person who shot him probably would have used a bomb if he could. It was just the most
He
convenient
didn't.
with the
He
most
could
That's
likely.
right.
have.
Speculative.
Actually, like, he
Conjecture.
could have completely used a bomb if he tried, but
Yeah.
he did not. He used a gun.
Because-
And if we're looking at, since you want to allege his motive, and we're bringing that in.
Oh no, we know
right,
exactly what his
like-
motive is.
We are getting digressed from the topic. My
Right.
question
How is
was.
it not about gun
My
violence?
question was, what if there is?
Because the motive, this is not like random gun violence, like some baby sitting in a stroller gets shot. This is someone hated Charlie Kirk and he just decided to murder
but-
Charlie Kirk.
But it was also at a public institution. It was also
Irrelevant.
like used to incite political issues later. But it is a gun violence issue intrinsically.
Not really.
I would ask you to defend that if you think it's
Yeah.
not gun violence,
Why was Charlie Kirk killed?
because he was
We
an
don't
incredible,
know.
like
We don't.
We don't know that
Don't have
information.
Oh, we know exactly.
he clearly said
You
something
can keep
that
saying
upset
that, but
the
you have
shooter, and
got
the
to
shooter
defend
took
it in
matters
any
into
way.
his own
Yeah.
hands.
You,
If you're asking us to defend our points, you
Everything
must
is-
He wrote,
defend.
"Hey fascist, catch" on the bullets. And he wrote the lyrics of a socialist song. He wrote the lyrics for Bella Ciao
I
on
mean,
the
I've
bullets.
That's
seen
not a
Bella Ciao
socialist
used in
song.
so
It
much
absolutely
of
is.
It's
I've
an
seen-
anti-fascist.
Yeah.
The anti-fascists are almost always socialists.
Okay, that's.
So I just want to like on the comment of what a memorial should look like. I would want not a memorial for Charlie Kirk, or I'd say even a memorial for gun violence. I want a memorial for the student body. I want a memorial for the student body coming together after this, about the unity that we have seen on campus, remarkably. I mean, the first thing I saw coming back to campus was people giving out free donuts. That's the sort of thing I want memorialized. I want people.
I came to take a picture of people
Can I get
writing
that
chalk
mic
on the
back from
walls
Sorry.
of unity and hope and love and joy, you know?
I like it when the campus comes together, and that's what I want to memorialize. I
Yeah.
want to memorialize campus coming together as one student body in the face of this great tragedy.
You want a memorial for unity.
Yes, exactly. I
Because
want a
unity
memorial.
died on September 10th, not Charlie Kirk.
Yes.
Well,
Because
I mean,
that's
here-
what happened on this campus. Because for this campus, unity died.
No, Charlie Kirk died. Charlie Kirk was murdered for political reasons.
Charlie Kirk was murdered. We can assume
I think
and
more
allege,
conversation's not
right?
going to help. I think we should
So-
probably.
Yeah, we're kind of
Yeah.
just rehashing this.
It's-
Like, we can't speculate about
can't
motive,
speculate
really.
about
Like, you
that.
can
We can
speculate
circle
all
It's
you
around
not
that
want.
speculation.
point
We
over.
have
It's
his exact
speculation.
motive.
It's speculation.
It's very interesting that a lot
It's
of people
absolutely
have turned against
speculation.
one another because
Yeah.
of his death.
rather than focusing on, you know, things like Congress voting to not release the Epstein files the day
Yes.
that Charlie Kirk died. Right?
Congress
There's different things
continually
like that.
keeping our government shut down because they don't want to add a
And then
personal
voting to remove
provision,
SNAP benefits,
you
right?
know?
Well,
So
we
there's-
should remove SNAP benefits.
Oh
We should
my
not
God, bro.
remove